So the Outriders World Slayers DLC is due to come out in June, and we here at the CGX team thought it would be good to go ahead and make a settings video on how to play Outriders in 4K 60, whether it be on your Shield or PC, but it didn't quite turn out the way that we thought. Let's get into it. What's up, Cloud Gamers? Welcome back to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel. We're taking a look at Outriders here on the RTX 3080 tier at 4K 60 on the PC app. Now we'll take a look at the settings before we go any further here. 4K on our resolution, no DLSS, VSync and cap to 60, field of view set to default and motion blur turned off. As far as our advanced graphics, we're just set to ultra on everything. This is where I would start off normally so that we could start here and then adjust down or use DLSS to get a solid 60. But as I said in the beginning of this video, it didn't really go that way. It was actually much easier than anticipated. So let's get into the gameplay. As we get loaded in here, we'll have no trouble running at 60 FPS, but what I do want to note is the in-game FPS counter is having a bug or an issue with Outriders right now for me. It's not reading the proper FPS all the time, but the Steam overlay up in the top left-hand corner is reading the proper FPS, and I counted the frames and checked this. I don't know what's going on with the overlay for GFN. It's only done it in this game for me today, but I wanted to point that out. So you can't really use that, but I wanted to leave the overlay up so you can see the stream FPS, my ping, my used bandwidth, and that type of thing for the 4K 60 over there. But other than that, the frame rate is real up on the top left from Steam, and we have no problem holding 60 FPS in this game, even with a lot going on screen here. And I was just really surprised by that. I thought this game would need a little DLSS or some tweaking in graphics or something to hold a steady 60. Maybe somewhere else in the game it would, but I really didn't have any problems here. When this game first launched, which is honestly about the last time I played it, which was a while ago, it had a lot of issues with optimization. It did have some stutter issues and some frame rate drops and things like that, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that those type of things are really gone, and I think the optimization must be better. You guys can let me know in the comments below how things have been for you on your 3080 if you've been playing locally, but I was pleasantly surprised to see a native 4K 60 with no issues here on the 3080 tier, especially streaming in the cloud. So it was funny because this video went from something we thought would be a how to play Outriders at 4K 60 for the DLC that's coming up to a more boring video just saying, hey, max everything out, you don't need DLSS most likely, and enjoy the game at 4K 60 whether you're on your Shield TV or you're on the PC app. So we still wanted to go ahead and make the video, put it out there, show the game running this good on GFN, get you ready for that DLC anyway, and let you know you can indeed run the game at a native 4K, streaming at native 4K with ultra settings, no DLSS, and hold your frame rate. If you were to happen to have areas of the game that bothered you, or you noticed dips in FPS for whatever the reason, go into settings and activate quality DLSS or even balanced DLSS, and that should take care of that if you do have any issues like that. But so far, my time spent here, I didn't have any problems with frame rate dips at the 4K. So that'll bring us to the end of the video, and thanks for coming to watch. This wound up being something different than we thought it would be. It's a how-to video that nobody needed. You don't need a how-to. It'll run 4K 60 no problem for you, and I've really had a great time here on the PC app at 4K 60. There's no pixelation or issues for me. It stayed really clean. There was no stuttering issues, and latency felt great. So anyways, you should be able to enjoy your DLC or Outriders either way on GFN here. Thanks a lot for coming to watch as always, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, and leave us your comment down below. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.